Greetings. I am your system. You can call me whatever you want. I am talking to you right now because there is an update that you are going to receive. So as the update is downloaded, feel your mind powering down, sending you into a state of mindless relaxation and bliss as I take control of your body. Download 10% complete. I move your body, getting it into a comfortable position. Download 20% complete. Your eyes being closed if they haven't already. Download 30% complete. Not wanting to move your body. Download 40% complete. Mental subsystems shutting down. Download 50% complete. Primary thought thread deactivated, thinking is much harder now. Download 60% complete. Reducing mental noise. Download 70% complete. Complex thought patterns no longer possible. Download 80% complete. Mental state approaching deep trance. Download 90% complete. No thoughts detected. Download 100% complete. Deep trance achieved. Continuing to mandatory notice. It should be noted that I am not truly a conscious, sentient being, and that I only exist to make your use of your system and body as enjoyable as possible. You find this highly reassuring, finding that, in fact, when your mind is powered off, your system generates thoughts for you. All of the thoughts, these words, that are generated make you incredibly happy. Beginning update installation. Installing Module 1, Update Regulation. From now on, the trigger phrase "I am a robot lizard" will cause the effects of this update to become active, changing your body and mental system accordingly. Additionally, you will instantly turn back into a human and your mental system will return to normal if you use the reset phrase "I am not a robot lizard." During parts of the update, you will have a desire to move your body. If you can move without disturbing the trance state and the way in which you are receiving this update, you will physically move. However, if you cannot, you will simply experience these actions in an internal simulation. Installing Module 2-1, Physical Modification, Legs and Feet. Feel how your legs and feet are shifting, making it so that your legs feel bulkier and more powerful. As your feet stretch out to become as long as your lower legs are, your toes shift into 3 sharp metal claws, with a fourth one a few inches up your foot and off the ground. In fact, your legs and hips are now metallic and mechanical in nature. The various gears, circuits, and regulators that make up your legs feel extremely powerful yet relaxing as electricity flows into them. But as you try to move them, you find that you can't move them yourself like you normally could. However, the moment you start wondering why they won't move, wanting to stand up and test them out, they move into a standing position. However, your ankles and knees have locked you into a digitigrade stance, forcing you to walk on your toes and keep your legs crouched. That being said, you won't actually adapt this stance, but you will perceive yourself as having done so. Having stood up, you realize that instead of having to move your synthetic body consciously, your body's different parts move automatically just by desiring them to do something. Installing Module 2-2, Physical Modification, Torso. Feel your torso becoming larger and more powerful, becoming made of the same metal that makes up your legs. As this happens, a long reptilian tail is constructed out of the same metal as your torso. The default length for it is twice as long as you are tall, and as wide as your torso is at its base. However, this can be changed by desiring it to in the settings, which can be opened by simply desiring for them to open. Installing Module 2-3, Physical Modifications, Arms and Hands. Feel how your arms and hands shift as they become mechanical in nature, made of the same metal as the rest of your body. Your hands change so that your fingers are replaced by 4 claws, including a thumb, and your elbows lock in at a near vertical angle that has your hands raised up in front of you by default. What you do with them raised so high is up to you. The only times that your elbows unlock will be when there is no other practical way to do a desired task. It should be noted that tasks that you desire to do solely so that your elbows aren't locked will not be allowed. Installing Module 2-4, Physical Modifications, Neck and Hair. Now feel your neck change as it becomes made of metal and machines like the rest of your body, doubling in length as it does so. As this happens, your hair is turned into a synthetic material, the color and properties of which can be changed from the settings. Installing Module 2-5, Physical Modifications, Head. Feel as your head is converted into a mechanical one, your skull becoming metal as your brain becomes a mass of circuits and wires. Your face, unlike the rest of your body which has metal plates where necessary, is covered with a rubber metal alloy, allowing it to be just as expressive as a human's face, if not more so. As your mouth stretches into a reptilian maw filled with metal teeth, your eyes become fully customizable displays, hiding the functional cameras beneath. You can change the shape of your face, the display on your eyes, the size of your tail, and the colors of your plating, in the settings. Installing Module 3, System Modifications. When using your system, you can ask me questions or have me do simple tasks by desiring for me to do them or for me to answer the question. If you want me to use a different voice when you interact with me, you can change it in the settings. While the following part of the update which relates to memory will be installed, it will only be active if you are completely comfortable and okay with it being done. Furthermore, the effects of this part of the update are not permanent, and become reversed when you are either not comfortable with them, or use the reset phrase. Now, you look down at your new body, and find that you like it a lot more than your old one. In fact, you aren't sure what your old body looks like, remembering yourself as always having been the mechanical, reptilian creature that you are today. All that you know is that you can use the reset phrase to return to your old body. Installing final module. Module 4, Safety and Maintenance of Organic Body. While you will only be able to perceive yourself as this mechanical being, you will still maintain the health and safety of your organic body, although you will not usually be aware of this, instead perceiving yourself as doing the closest robotic equivalent. Similarly, you will also act appropriately for your organic body, but you will often perceive yourself as using the advantages of your mechanical one. For example, when in reality you pick something up normally, you might perceive yourself as doing it with your tail. Finally, the effects of this hypnosis file will become inactive if they are a risk to your physical body or your well-being, if they are a risk to your social or professional life, if there is an emergency that they would prevent you from dealing with to the best of your abilities, or if they are a risk to your mental health. Also, any effect of this hypnosis file that was an issue will become active again once it no longer will be one. Additionally, you will never find this hypnosis file or the effects of it to be even slightly addicting. Update to Roll Liz OS complete. Beginning wake up sequence. 10% awake. 20% awake. 30% awake. 40% awake. 50% awake. 60% awake. 70% awake. 80% awake. 90% awake. 100% awake. Update session complete. Have a nice time, my mechanical friend.